Coming to you live from Rise Hong Kong 2018, and we're here with David. How you doing, man?
Good.
How's your flight over? We managed to catch the same flight.
Yes, we did. Southeast Queensland has distinct weather at the moment compared to Hong Kong. It's a little bit more humid here and a little bit hotter.
It is. And we've got some crazy music going on in the background at the main stage.
Yep.
How are you enjoying Rise so far?
Yeah, it's been really good. I mean, you've got people here from all over the world doing some really exciting stuff, so it's just good to explore and just to meet people and just find out what's going on in the world of tech, but in the whole world.
Yeah. So there's lots of great buzz, lots of tech vibes happening around here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're learning about everything every time you have a conversation with someone. Some area of advanced technology and how they're moving in AI, or how they're moving with auto tech, or how they're moving with blockchain. Blockchain's just like on everyone's lips at the moment. But you just hear about wonderful projects and just exciting people that are doing exciting stuff.
Yeah. And so what would be one of your key takeaways so far from being able to attend? And now you've got a stand, presuming.
Yeah, that's right.
So you've done day one as attending, and you've got to sort of network and explore. What would be your first day takeaway?
I think that that the startup scene and the innovation scene has democratized the ability for us to have some influence with large corporations. And large corporations traditionally have not looked at a startup until it was too late.
Yeah.
So in the days of Steve Jobs, no one really cared about Steve Jobs until he was the Steve Jobs of Apple. But prior to that, no one really kind of batted an eyelid at him.
Yep.
But now the big companies are taking notice, and they actually want to have a conversation with you. So there's a lot of cut through, which is fantastic. And if you've got a great product and you've got some traction, they're willing to explore it with you, which is great.
Yeah, it is good. Okay, so give us a bit of an overview on what you're working on at EVLEAP.
Okay, so we're looking to drive mass adoption starting with Australia.
Yep.
And so what we're finding is that we're technically 7 years behind every other Western nation in terms of picking up electric vehicles. And this is going to be a massive driver for us to change the situation with climate.
Yep.
So we just want to help the average Australian to understand the marketplace, look at incoming models, and consider it as a serious option. And we're using virtual reality and events to do that. So we'll come to your home, we'll come to your office, we'll come to the walkway in your mall, and we'll get you in a simulator, and we'll get you to experience what it's like to own an electric vehicle today.
And we were working on some cool sort of projects behind the scenes stuff. Before we came to Hong Kong.
That's right. We were experiencing how to film in 360, which is a brand new beast. And when you think film, you think somebody behind a camera. Well, 360 is not that at all. It's turn it on and run away, and all types of innovations behind actually filming and producing and editing. So it's really quite exciting, because it's not only are we stepping into this new world, which is no petrol cars and all electric, but we're also stepping into it with filming it as well, and testing the boundaries on that side as well. So we want people to be completely immersive when they're taking a test drive in our simulator.
Yeah. And in terms of the technology, it's also creating new ways of editing and new ways of filming that we didn't really know we couldn't really apply the old stuff to. Because if you look at 360, you put the camera there and you relate it to a storyboard. The storyboard has to make sure it captures every single angle. And then when you're filming, you got to make sure you're not even in that shot, so you can't even tell what that shot's going to look like until you finished it. So it's like a whole new way of thinking.
It's almost like when you get into an electric car and start driving it. We were filming our television commercial in a Tesla. It's not until you take your foot off the accelerator that you realize that you're sending electricity to the wheels. And this is like driving a smartphone or driving an iPad, and you suddenly took the battery charger out and the lights kind of dim. So you're driving a car, and you think you're driving a car until you realize you're not driving a car, because it has no engine. And so that's quite similar to 360, and what we do in 360 is you think you're filming, but you're not, because you have no control over what's going on until after the fact, because you're not allowed to be anywhere near the actual shot, or else they'll see you. And so you traditionally, behind the camera was like the engine of the car. We remove that now. We don't need the engine anymore. And we let nature and magic do its work,
Yeah, cool. And so, for you coming to Hong Kong, what was your understanding of the ecosystem?
Well, it was strange because you don't know what technologies are going to be relevant to you, but you just want to learn and absorb because there's so many wonderful people doing so many amazing things. But my expectations were directed at meeting certain people within the industry, telling them that, hey, virtual reality can now be a serious player in retail.
Yeah.
Traditionally, virtual reality was used as a gimmick to drive attention, and that's great, but sooner or later we're going to have to move the needle into second gear, so to speak, and start talking about why does it impact sales or how does it impact sales. So we're developing a model of success for retail sales in virtual reality. Electric cars just happens to be that thing. So we're talking to automotive brands and smart devices. But really, this is something where anybody can learn from what we're doing as well, and I'm learning from other people in non-related industries. And that's the most exciting thing about your expectations, because they constantly get blown away in an environment like this.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm still learning every day, and I'm sort of dipping and dabbing in different areas, whether it's AI or 360, and it's always something new that hits you across the face. It's like, whoa.
I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't expecting that.
And that was invented in the 90s. And you're like, whoa, really? Yeah. So like I learned not that long ago that the technology to fly the plane, to have no pilot, so the plane will take off with no pilot, land with no pilot, the whole deal was in the 90s. We just, as a human race, haven't come to the point where we could let the wheel go of the plane, But that has been around for ages. Yeah. So technology far outweighs our ability to adopt it. And the first time I heard about autonomous driving, I was like, oh no, I don't like the idea of that. Then you hear about the statistics, and it's sort of like, do you care about your life? Do you want to live?
Yeah.
And you make no distinction then. You're just like, yeah, I'm in, That's what technology does. It just convinces us eventually that there's just no other way to do it but autonomous.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic driving the Tesla this week and letting the wheel go. But with technology, it's a little bit of that whole thing of we're going to have to let the wheel go a little bit and let technology do its thing and not be scared of it, but embrace it and learn what we need to do in order to, so people don't get left behind or too far behind.
Yeah. It's growing very, very fast.
Yeah. It's just way faster than our ability to adopt it, but it's exciting as well, and we shouldn't fear it.
Yeah. So let's go back, wind the clock back a bit. Tell us a little bit about what you were doing before EveLeap.
So I was working with brands and helping them transition by using advanced technology. So I was producing a lot of virtual reality content. I was producing a lot of large-scale events and corporate events. But what my main interest was bridging the gap between the technology and the brand and helping them to see virtual reality, augmented reality, not as a gimmick, but as a serious player within the industry to help brands get the impact that they want.
Yeah. Okay. And so your background is?
My background is in marketing, is in sales and marketing, and caring about the entrepreneurial journey and the branding journey to increase revenue, but also to have great impact.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And so just to finalize the conversation, what would be one of the most exciting things about Hong Kong for you as a sort of on a tourist level?
I think from a tourist level and also from an entrepreneur's level, Hong Kong is an exciting city where anything can happen, and you can meet some exciting people from anywhere in the world doing some amazing stuff, and people are just willing, so willing to have a conversation with you, so willing to explore opportunities with you. And so for me, it's opened up my eyes to a greater realm of opportunity, which is global. We have to go global every time we talk about this stuff. This is truly a global city. This is truly a global event, and technology is one of those things where you can go global in an instant. So this is the right place at the right time.
Awesome. And to finalize it again, what would be your key objective while you're here in Rise?
Key objective is to help people to understand that we can drive mass adoption, that we don't have to let everybody we don't have to leave them behind. We can actually bring everyone with us. Technology is there to help, and there's a lot of smart people, a lot of really good quality people that are willing to go on that journey and help other people to adopt technology.
Great stuff, man. Well, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, good to see you, and we'll catch you back for more coming to you live at Rise Hong Kong 2018. and hopefully come and help you out later with some of the 360 stuff.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Catch you later, guys, and thanks to our content partners, Start Me Up Hong Kong and Invest HK. See you for more soon.
Cool.